first when we subbed the starters. Number 94 with the sack, he wiping off the sweat. Hassan Reddick, he stayed coming off the edge. Big play Slay in position to intercept. We know Elliott gon' make it with seconds left. Nick Sirianni going down as one of the best. And we don't care about what you heard. Tune in to my boy T. Roy, the bird with the word. And we don't care about what you heard. Tune in to my boy T. Roy, the bird with the word.
T. Roy, bird with the word, man. Fly Eagles fly, man. Ain't nobody doing it like us, man. We the best. Run the NFC, we run the league.
Yo, 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 it's the bird with the word. You heard it here first. What's going on, man? My apologies, my apologies, my apologies. You know, as always, I'm just getting things going before we get started. Hey, but shout out to everybody, man. Let's go. What's up, Andrew? What's happening, man? You right on time, man. What's going on, my guy, Andrew? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Let's go birds, man. Let's go birds. Let me get the camera right. 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 You know, I want to make sure I'm looking like the winner, the Super Bowl NFC champion that I am, the Super Bowl contender that I am. What's going on, Eagles Nation? I am the bird with the word, and you heard it here first, man. I'm so excited about what's going on here today. If you didn't know, your 2024 NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles are headed to the Super Bowl, their second Super Bowl in the last 3 years. Come on, man. Can we acknowledge that? Can we just get them boys like they're just dudes? I mean, can we? They definitely deserve it, man. I mean, what a masterpiece. Jalen Hurts came out and shut down all. Hey, thank you everybody for the likes. If you're in here, man, shoot your boy a like. I appreciate it. Jalen Hurts came in and shut down all chit chat about whether or not he was a elite quarterback. Could he get the job done? He shut down. Talks about whether his knee was injured or not, whether he could run his offense, would he be a sitting duck in his offense? No, my guy got busy. You understand what I'm saying? He ran for two tutties, right? One of them got called back due to a hold, and what does he do? He goes right back down and runs another tutty for a touchdown, man. Shout out to my guy Jalen Hurts, man. Now listen, of course I know he won't get MVP this year, right? I know he won't get MVP this year. But in the playoffs, he's definitely played like an MVP candidate. With that being said, if we're going to talk about MVP candidates, let's talk about it. Now, we do know the MVP is from the start of the regular season to the end of the regular season. Nothing in the postseason counts. But I will bring your attention to this small caveat. The two top candidates for MVP are no longer in this race. The two top candidates for MVP are no longer in the playoffs. What does that tell you? That tells me there's only one candidate that was mentioned for the MVP that's still in the playoffs, that's on the Super Bowl right now, and that player name is 2K Say. That's his name, 2K Say. So I mean, like I said, I know they're not gonna give it to him, but hey, man, it's definitely, in my opinion, if we're gonna give it to somebody, if we're gonna give it to somebody, in my opinion, it would have to be Saquon, right? Because this is just me. To me, in my opinion, Saquon means more to this team. He has done more for this team. He has took a lot of pressure off his team than any other MVP candidate. Lamar Jackson, I mean, don't get me wrong. Lamar Jackson did his thing this year, but he had help. Now, I would be more in leaning to give it to Josh Allen only because Josh Allen did more with less. He doesn't have a Likely. He doesn't have a Derrick Henry. He doesn't have a Mark Andrews. He doesn't have these receivers and things that Josh Allen has. So if they were to give it to Josh Allen, you can't 2K, yeah, you can't be mad about them giving it to Josh Allen. But if you're an Eagles fan, then you understand what I'm saying. Like Saquon has single-handedly turned his team around. Like if without Saquon, where would this team be at? If you think about the games, like I always say, think about the games. Saquon is the guy that comes in and finishes the game. Like I mean, he puts the exclamation mark on every game for us, right? With some kind of masterful run. I mean, he is good for a house call every time. So, uh, you know, you got to give it to Saquon, man. In my opinion, you just have to give it to Saquon, right? Because uh, Saquon is just doing what he does. Saquon just does what he does, man. I mean, every game, man, you could count on like a big run. If I was a defensive coordinator, man, this is me being. If I was a defensive coordinator, I would just say, "Hey, man, listen, whatever you do, man, just tackle Saquon. If we give up the home run ball to AJ, make Jalen beat us with his arm, but we cannot allow Saquon to get busy on us like this." And I'm sure that's the conversation that's had in most places. Obviously, the saying goes, "Better said than done," right? So you know. Uh, and then when you think about, man, first play touchdown, man, and I'm so excited about that, Drew. Let me tell you why. Because if he can do it, if he can give us two of those against the Chiefs, game over. Listen. Listen. I'm not big into no conspiracies, or I don't believe in no good luck and all that type of stuff. I just, if anybody that was at the game yesterday can attest to me saying it, I said, hey, in order to win this game right here, we're gonna need two turnovers from Jaden Daniels or this team, and we're gonna need 5 sacks from our defense. I said we get 5 sacks and two turnovers, we win this game. We end up getting four turnovers. We end up getting four turnovers. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Hey, I'm gonna post my video. I don't know if you guys seen the video I posted, man. Where shout out to Gilly, but I did post a video of us reacting to Gilly skit. I'm gonna post it to my YouTube channel. If you get a chance, check it out. Matter of fact, let me post it right now. Let me post it right now. Because it was funny. It was real funny. I want you guys to take a look at it. There we go. I just posted it. Post it right there. Hey, blow the whistle. Hey, but anyways, man, Saquon Barkley, man, he's the difference maker on this team. Now, with that being said, oh man, the Chiefs. I'm not worried about the Chiefs, Andrew. I'm gonna be honest with you. No disrespect to the Chiefs, because I know at the end of the day, Pat Mahomes is a dangerous human being out there on the football field if you give him any kind of time. And I also know they got the rest with them, right? So, uh, how I feel about the Chiefs, I feel like now I never get on here and say we gonna beat a team. I always say I feel like what we should do, right? But I never get on here and say, oh yeah, we gonna go in here and beat this team, beat this team. What I will say is on paper and by all accounts by across most sports uh outlets, everyone has us being a better team. Now, of course, the spread right now is the Chiefs. They giving the Chiefs 2 points, right? They give us they favor by two. It is Monday. Deadline is subject to change. But for it to be opening up only by two, it says a lot about the Eagles, right? Excuse me. It says a lot about the Eagles, right? So, uh, as far as the matchup, I think they don't have anything for us. I mean, all we have to do, which is a tall task. So let me not say it like it's easy. And I said the last time we played them, we just have to account for Travis Kelsey at all times. And I believe we had a personality to do that. I believe Zach Bond, uh, traveling with Travis Kelsey is. I mean, we have to task Zach Bond with staying with Travis Kelsey, right? Uh, hold on 1 second. Yeah, we got to task him with with Travis Kelsey because we cannot allow Travis Kelsey to be out here open, wide open for a 30-yard reception. We cannot allow that because if that happens, Andrew, Pat Mahomes will make us pay every time. I believe if we can stick with him, I'm not worried about no DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not worried about no Worthy. I'm not worried about now I will say this, Pacheco is a dangerous guy. Now I'm not gonna play with Pacheco. He's a dangerous guy. But I know my defense, and I know my defense gonna get active and get after the quarterback. So, uh, Andrew, to your question, man, I feel like we match up overly match to them. Outside of the quarterback position, I'm not gonna sit here and say that my quarterback is better than the Pat Mahomes because a man has multiple Super Bowls. Uh, other than that, I believe other than that, every position we are better than him at every position, and even at the quarterback position, Pat Mahomes outplayed. I mean, excuse me, Jalen Hurts outplayed Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl. And the last time the Eagles played the Chiefs, the Eagles won. So I mean, it's not like Jalen Hurts is no scrub, but he ain't beat this guy before. He has beaten the Chiefs. Unfortunately, he just didn't beat him with a count, right? He didn't beat him in the Super Bowl. He beat him in a meaningless playoff game. Close game of blowout. Like if 2K say can get 2 touchdowns, it's gonna be a blowout because at that time it's going to cause the Chiefs to have to throw the ball a little bit more. And with them having to throw the ball a little bit more, it means Pat Mahomes is going to drop back a little bit more, and our defense is going to go hunting. Simple as that. Um, but I don't think I don't. I mean, it's a Super Bowl. Hopefully, the referees don't show up with that bull crap, and we can go in there and play a referee-free game where they don't call no phantom calls. They give us our calls. They give them their calls. I do not want this game to come down to a referee game. I do not, do not, do not. So I want my Eagles to come out here and show these Chiefs that hey man, that last game y'all got by with fluky. We the real deal, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna go on record right now. I guarantee you, if we don't have any fluky calls by the referees and they allow us to play the game and they call it fair on both sides. Like I'm not saying well the referee can't call a play. Call your penalty. All I'm saying is make sure you call it on both sides. What's up, Jose? Gotta keep the middle on lockdown, Jose. Great comment. We have to keep because like I said, that's where Pat Mahomes will get busy. Now he will take our running, and when he does, we have to put belt to ass. Now, with that being said, breaking news is this. The window for Brandon Graham to return has been open. I repeat, the window for Brandon Graham to return has been open. Now, I say retire because how fitting would it be? How closing of a chapter to a season would it be for you to have a good season, have an injury that sidelines you for what you think will be the remaining of your season, possibly your career, and have the opportunity to come back, play in the Super Bowl, get your redemption against the Chiefs, and then you can retire. Yeah, I mean, but now the only thing about BG is this, Reese, is I don't know if it's gonna mess with uh the vibe that we already got going on. Like, because whose spot is he gonna take? Because I mean, I don't want Nolan Smith to get off the field right now. Nolan Smith is having a historical playoff run right now. As a matter of fact, he's set one record already for having the most sacks in the playoffs by Eagles. Most sacks in playoff history by Eagle. I was surprised at that number. I really was. I thought maybe I could have sworn maybe one of our players have had more sacks than that, but there's a stat that says Nolan Smith has. Matter of fact, let me get that stat for you. Let me get that stat for you. Hold on 1 second. It says Nolan Smith has more uh let me see here. Nolan Smith has more sacks than any defender in. I was like, wow, Nolan Smith, and I think he only has like 4 sacks, so that's not really setting the bar high. But let me make sure I read it here. It says, let me read, let me read, let me see, let me read. Okay, Nolan Smith has 4 playoff sacks. That's the most in franchise history. I'm like, how is that possible? How is that possible? Oh, 1 second, please. I'm kind of. I'm like, how's it possible? Like, we had some some great guys back there, right? So how is that possible that he has the most sacks, 4 sacks? I think we should leave him out. Yeah, I think we should leave him out. Don't get me wrong. I'll let him come in like on third down, rush play or something like that. But yeah, I think we should definitely leave him out. Just because I don't want to mess up our rhythm that we have, right? Man, I'm sorry, man. My nose is running. I got a little cold yesterday, man. So excuse me. I'm just wiping my nose off camera. I don't want to be on camera wipe my nose. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to mess with the vibe either reason. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to mess with the vibe either. So I don't know. Like I said, he can come in like situational. Third down play where it's third and 15, and we need a rush for the quarterback. I mean, I don't know because then Nolan Smith has been doing his thing. Josh Sweat has been doing his thing. So you gonna take one of them out? Let's keep fresh legs. We definitely can keep fresh legs. We definitely can do that. Uh, so I mean, uh, rotate them in, yeah, but no. As far as taking any one of those guys off the field, Nolan or Josh Sweat, Reese, I'm not with none of that at all, at all. I mean, right now our defensive line is looking like, oh my god, Jalen Carter. I don't know how Jalen Carter fell in our laps, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jalen Carter. Even Jordan Davis yesterday in the game with a big monstrous sack. I mean, like a 10-yard sack against Jaden Daniels. I mean, he's coming to, in his own. Uh, he isn't the first round uh, player that we thought he was going to be. But he's developing. He does flash when he needs to flash. But I definitely feel like he feeds off the fact that you have to double and triple team Jalen Carter. And so if you're doing that, what do you do with Jordan Davis? You leave him open. You let him go. You pass him off. What? Yeah, man. I agree with you, Jose. But like I said, Jose, don't get it like BG just can't come in there and give us that that one play. All we need is that one play. Excuse me. All we need is that one play. If BG come in there and give us that one play, yeah, we got some bullies. We got some bullies that's gonna definitely get after the ball, right? So maybe Nolan need a rest. Maybe it's second down, third down, whatever second down, and Nolan needs a rest. Hey, let him come in there and BG come in there and brush the quarterback, and then and let Nolan's legs take a rest, or Josh Sweat preferably because Nolan is the younger of the two guys. So let Josh Sweat get a rest, and then let BG come in on his side. Now BG primarily he plays on that left side where Nolan Smith plays at. Come in for the last 5 minutes. That last 5 minutes could really come down and be a pivotal 5 minutes for us if it comes down to a close game like my guy Andrew alluded to earlier, whether or not it's going to be a close game or not. I don't know. I would love for it to be a blowout. I would love for us to go in there and make it let everybody know we here. Hey, the Eagles are here, baby, and we gonna be here for a while. This ain't no fluky. Everybody say, "Oh, the Eagles." The last time the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl, they had the easiest way. They had They played the 49ers with no quarterback. They beat Daniel Jones and yada yada yada. It was every excuse, every excuse, every excuse. Well, guess what? Ain't no excuses this year. We beat every team we supposed to beat. We beat the Packers. That was a good playoff team. We beat the Rams. That was a good playoff team with a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And then we beat the Commandos, who, by all stretch of imagination, they had a good season. Jaden Daniels, hey man, people want to crown Jaden Daniels as the heir apparent, as the next best thing to sliced bread. I'm not doing that. I will give Jaden Daniels his kudos, however, for playing like a good player. I mean, he's definitely doing what he's doing, man. He turned this that team around and took them to the NFC Championship. When was the last time the Commanders was in the NFC Championship? Now, Andrew, I don't support the 76ers, my guy. I'm Dallas everything else. I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm a Dallas Mavericks, everything else. Mavericks, Texas Rangers, Dallas Stars, Dallas Wings, Dallas Sidekicks, the Dallas Shoot Tomorrows, whatever they call, whatever they will call them. But I'm Dallas everything but them cowgirls. And I wish my city would sue them for copyright infringement for using our name. Hey, speaking about going to New Orleans, hey, we are right now planning a trip to New Orleans as we speak. We're trying to see what we can do as far as transportation is involved. We're trying to see if we're gonna get like a sprinter van or whatever. If anyone is interested in going to New Orleans, just hit me with a message. If you want to drive down there, we can definitely welcome you to drive with us. It's just depending right now. It's up in the air whether or not we gonna go. I want to go Friday. I want to get there like Friday where all the festivities started. If we can't find a room, then we might have to leave on like a Saturday and get there Sunday morning, and just enjoy the festivities and tailgating on that weekend. But yeah, Mavericks fan for life. Let's go, Queen B, for real. But by any chance, if anybody want to go to New Orleans and you want to drive, you don't want to fly, you want to, hey, by all means, inbox me on here, let me know, and then we can chop it up, and I'll tell you the details of what's going on, with that. Moving forward, thank you everybody for the likes. I got 7 viewers, got 7 likes. Thank you very much for that. That being said, I think this game's gonna come down to grit and who wants it more. Does does Pat Mahomes want that dynasty more, or does Saquon and Jalen Hurts want that ring more? And if you ask me, the two outweigh the one. Saquon getting his first Super Bowl. Not only will Saquon, if he wins, get his first Super Bowl, but he would get his first Super Bowl on his birthday and Cooper DeJean birthday. Their birthday both are on August. I mean, excuse me, August, February the 9th. Oh my God, how fitting would that be to win a Super Bowl on your birthday? Oh my God, man. Oh my God, Cooper DeJean win a Super Bowl on his birthday. That's a birthday you would never forget. It's a birthday you would never forget. So I think this is gonna be a little bit extra motivation for them guys to come out there and get the job done. 2K say, you know, hurt them out of pocket, hurt them out the pocket. Uh, and I think we get the job done. I don't. Their secondary, I'm not worried about their secondary, the Chiefs secondary at all. I think our secondary is lights out better than theirs. I think my D line is lights out better than theirs. Only thing I worry about with their D line is one man by the name is Chris Jones. Uh, that dude can wreck a game in a minute. We gotta contain him. We cannot let him beat us at all. We cannot let that guy beat us at all. Because if he gets active, he definitely gonna get after Jalen Hurts. Score prediction, Andrew. Thank you very much, Andrew, for engaging. I really appreciate that. Score prediction. It's kind of early in the week to give a score prediction, Andrew. I usually try to reserve that till maybe towards the end. That's just because I want to know, what's going on, with we got 2 weeks. So, we gonna have a lot of rest and everything like that. If all our players come back healthy, Andrew, I'm predicting like a 44-24 game. The Eagles win by 20 points in the Super Bowl. Yep. We shut the whole world up. Yeah, they will respect us after this dub. We were not the team. You know what, Reese? They still not gonna respect us. They still not. You know what they gonna say? Well, The Eagles got a Super Bowl, but was it? It wasn't because of Jalen Hurts. I mean, does this same team win a Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts? That's gonna be the narrative. I mean, without Saquon Barkley, that's gonna be the narrative if we win a Super Bowl. I guarantee you, Reese, that will be the narrative moving forward. Well, it took Saquon for the Eagles and Jalen Hurts to win the ring. It won't be because already right now they're trying to play it like it's Saquon and the Eagles, which I have no problem with that. But it's Saquon is doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's the way they're trying to build this team as. Like it was Saquon versus Jaden Daniels. It was Saquon versus the Rams. It was Saquon versus the Packers. Right? It wasn't the Eagles versus the Packers. It wasn't Jalen Hurts versus the Packers. It was Saquon. So if we win this Super Bowl, I believe that will be the narrative going forward that it was because of Saquon Barkley, which I had no problem with that at all. This is whoever blinks first game because both teams have been playing number. Well, Jose, I will say this, man. The I don't I can't say that they have been playing non-reckless football because even like that last play with the Chiefs versus the Bills yesterday, where that controversy call where Worthy went up and caught that pass, where it was clear that the defender caught it, and it was also clear that the ball hit the ground, that they did give the call to the Chiefs. So that could have well been a turnover for the Chiefs right there. So uh, Uh, I believe, but you are right. Like we cannot let them get ahead of it, and they have not been scoring points. 32 points was the most points the Chiefs have scored all year. 32 points. Let me just confirm that real quick. Let me just confirm that because I don't want to be lying. But I believe like because I asked my son yesterday. I said, man, how many points have the Chiefs scored all year? He said, man, 32 points. He said, Dad, it's the most points they scored all year. Well, I can't say that because they did. I would say the Broncos. Okay, so I'm looking at. Let me see the Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs. He scored 27, 26, 22, 17, 26, 28, 27, 30, 16, 30, 30, 19, 19, 21, 27, 29, 23, and 32. 32 points is the most points the Chiefs have scored all season long. 32 points. And that was yesterday. That's it. That's it, Reese. I'm just worried about the referees, Reese. That's it. If the referees get out the way and let us play, I think this game is ours, right? I really believe this game. If the referees get out the way, let us play our football. Don't coddle Pat Mahomes, and we as a defense have to play sound defense with the understanding that hey, if you touch him the wrong way, they will call a flag, and we cannot afford a flag on a 3rd and 15 that gives them a first down. Well, Casey actually 3 calls that should have went their way, but hell, I want to crush them. Yeah, I want to crush them, man. I want us to go on there and beat that Kermit the Frog, limp walking dude. I want us to beat him convincingly. And not only that, guys, but here's another small caveat. I want y'all to realize. You know who the backup quarterback is for Kansas City? Do y'all not know? Well, if you don't know who the backup for Kansas City quarterback is, it's a guy that might sound familiar to you, but his name is one Carson Wentz. We cannot allow Carson Wentz to get a ring over us. We cannot. We cannot allow Carson Wentz to get a ring over Jalen Hurts. We cannot. Even though it won't be Carson Wentz's ring, it will be his ring. And the narrative will be the Eagles, Carson Wentz got a ring before the Eagles did. We cannot allow Carson Wentz to get a ring. We cannot. We cannot. That should be on. They should have a list. They should have a list, right? They should have a list, and on their list, it should be like something that says, right here, no ring for Carson. Carson Wentz gets no ring. Hey, yeah, well, I ain't talking about your Chiefs, Max. I'm talking about the matchup, Max. And you're more than welcome to, Hey, shout out to Max. He's a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan. She's from Kansas City, a diehard fan. She rep her Chiefs. strong. Since I've been knowing this young lady, she reps her team to the fullest. So shout out to Max for coming up to the Eagles channel. I appreciate you, Max. I want you to be honest and unbiased, right? You put it in the chat, please, if you don't mind. What do you think the game prediction will be, Max? As a Chiefs fan now, be unbiased now. If you gonna come over here and say 51-2, then I'm about to kick you out the chat. Kick you out the chat. You say rematch. Yeah, I'm ready for the rematch too. But I want you to tell me what your honest to God prediction will be uh, in this game, man. And what do you feel about this game, Max? Coming as a fan, being realistic. I don't believe it's going to be an easy game. I believe that. Now I know I don't make excuses, but I know one of the things that we complained about the last Super Bowl was footing, and what we were saying that the footing was bad. We won't have to worry about this in the dome. We don't have to worry about any kind of footing in the dome. And I love the fact that we are playing in the dome because if for some reason the elements of the weather was the cause of the issue, it won't affect us in that dome. So that means Daly can air that bad boy out. I can't say it's gonna be a hard and both teams playing hard. 48-36. Let's go Birds. I like that prediction, K. I like the prediction. I don't know why I'm calling her that. I know her real name is Kenny. But I like the prediction though. Eagles by 10, Andrew. I like that prediction. I like that. Which I like that. I like that. I don't think any one of those predictions are wrong. I believe we go in there and beat them convincingly. I do. I think we beat them convincingly. I don't think we leave it up to the refs. Hopefully, we don't leave it up to the refs. And I think we go in there and make a statement and let everybody know, hey, we here. We here. That same dynasty that the Chiefs are trying to chase. Hey, we ripe for the dynasty. We are ripe right now for it. I mean, with the team we have, barring we don't lose any key players this coming off season, but with the team we have, yeah. I believe that we got every opportunity to go in there and repeat. I believe we got every opportunity to win multiple Super Bowls with Jalen Hurts and his team with Saquon Barkley. I don't think this one Super Bowl would be our last appearance. In Jalen Hurts' career, I just don't see it happening. Um, and with the draft coming up, now, like I said, I know we're gonna lose some players. That's definitely what's gonna happen. Um, I don't know where we go in the draft direction in the draft. Do we go offense, defense? Because the defense is stacked. This secondary is stacked. This D line is stacked. We're good. We're good. We got Jalen Carter. I mean, God, we got Jordan Davis. We got Nolan Smith. We got some guys that's gonna be here for a while. So I don't know what we do in this draft to make this team get better. But I mean, us getting better only heightens our chances to win more and more championships, win more and more games to get to more and more championships. Okay, gave up 147 against the Bills. They better not give. They better not do that. Hey, Jose, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm because I hope Kellen don't leave when we win. Most likely, he is going to leave. There is one vacant job available, and that job is the uh, New Orleans Saints job. That's the only team that does not have a coach, and more than likely, um, Kellen Moore probably is going to go and get that job. Uh, I hate to see Kellen Moore leave because that means that Jalen will have to have another offensive coordinator yet again, and I hope we don't go through another slump of him regressing because he got to learn a whole new play call and everything like that from a new offensive coordinator. I'm crossing my fingers that this does not happen. I really am. I hope we keep Kellen Moore, and I hope he's here for a while for the foreseeable future. My opinion, I was hoping that he was going to eventually replace Nick Sirianni if Nick Sirianni didn't get his stuff together, and he did. He did. So shout out to Nick for getting his stuff. Hey, I have to apologize. I have to apologize to Nick Sirianni this year and Jalen Hurts this year. Why? I've been Jalen Hurts' biggest fan. This year he has played below my standard because I expect so much more out of him. If he was a Josh Dobbs, if he was a Cooper Rush, if he was somebody that a Geno Smith. Yeah. But because I expect so much out of Hurts because I've seen him do, I've seen him play at MVP level before. Beginning of this season, he just wasn't looking right. Hindsight, thinking about it now, I see the Eagles identified that and they said, "Hey, let's take the ball out of his hand and put it in our hands of our running back, who has a offensive line that is ranked the best offensive line in this NFL, and let him eat." And when we as a team decided to take the ball out of Jalen hands and put it in Saquon, we started looking a little bit better, and then Jalen started looking a little bit better. So uh, I do want Jalen. I had to apologize and give Jalen his kudos because he has been doing what we expect ask him to do, and let's just manage the game. Every game I go in saying I don't need Jalen to be anything but who Jalen is. I don't need him to try to redeem himself for the championship game he lost in college. It's over. You can't do it. I don't need you to redeem yourself for the Chiefs game you lost because of the fumble. That's over with. You can't do it. All I need you to do is focus on what's the task ahead of you and play fundamental, sound, disciplined football. That's it. That's it. Um, and if he can do that under the tutelage of Kellen Moore, and then Kellen Moore stays here, man, and he can continue to develop Jalen Hurts. Then hey, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But you know, all eyes point to Kellen Moore going to the Saints after this season. Now, with that being said, if he leaves, you know, no excuses. We got to just pick up the pieces, pick up the pieces, and keep on going. Uh, with this game against the Chiefs, man, like I said, my biggest, it's crazy. You have to say this, but my only concern really is with the referees. That's my biggest concerns with the referees because none of these Chiefs games that they are having are coming down to like blowout, convincing games where you can say, "Oh man, you see them Chiefs, man, they for real." Barely beat, they did beat the Texans. Well, let me see. 14-23 was the game against the Chiefs. 9-point game. The Bills game, 3-point game. Uh, so none of their games have been like you can say, dang man, the Chiefs are for a real deal. Now we look at our games. If you look at our games, let's see. The Rams would beat them by 6. That was like a big blowout game. The Packers would beat them by 12, double digit game. We ain't talk about the Commanders. We know we beat them by a whopping 22 points. Uh, I mean, so I don't feel like the Chiefs are just that dominant team. I don't feel like they're a team to fear or anything like that. I do not feel like the Chiefs are like that. I'm sorry, Max. This is my opinion. I'm not being like a fan there. I'm just being honest. I don't believe the Chiefs are a threat. I just don't. The only threat the Chiefs have is Pat Mahomes if you give him time in the pocket because someone will come open. Other than that, Juju. Let me see. Let me take a look. Hold on one second. Let me take a look at. Let me just take a look at something. Jones. That's it. That's I mentioned Chris Jones. He is a game wrecker. That is a fact. Kenny. He is definitely a game wrecker. We gotta control him. Luckily for us, our O line is a beast. Okay, so as far as wide receivers concerned, they got 1,000 of them. They got Juju, which I want my rematch for Juju. There is no way to stop Barkley. No, they got Juju. Oh, they got McCole Hart. I don't even know McCole. Rasheed Rice, Worthy, Marquise Brown. I mean, they got some wide receivers. DeAndre, Sky Moore. But let me see are they actually playing though, because I haven't heard none of them players playing recently. None of them. Shoot, I ain't heard none of them players play Yeah, because the beginning server is going off for a damn had me stressed and now I'm cool with it. Jake Elliott, guys. Jake Elliott is not that guy at all. I want Jake Elliott. I want Jake Elliott out of here. I want Jake Elliott out of here. I do. Man, we need a kicker, and we got 2 weeks to get one, Kenny. So let me see. In their last game against the Bills, their receiver Xavier Worthy had 85 yards. Juju had 60. Hollywood Brown had 35. Hopkins had 11 yards. We want to clock Chris Jones. We get tired just like any. But that's the thing about Chris Jones. He really does. He don't get tired, man. He doesn't get tired at all. And uh, his motor is running. I mean, running. Uh, you know what they said? They was gonna drug test Saquon Barkley. You know they said they was gonna drug test Saquon Barkley. Come on, man. Like, are you serious? They need a drug test. You know who they need a drug test? They need a drug test Jake Elliott and see what the hell he on for missing these damn field goals he missing, man. Golly, Jake, what's going on, brother? But you know, hey, this might be the final season for not only Nick, uh, but there's another player on our team, a vet presence. He's already made it known that this will probably most likely be his last season with the Eagles, and that is, boy, we ever draft a kicker. Let me tell you something. I protest this damn team. We better not draft no damn kicker. I mean, we better not ever draft no kicker. The only way we draft a kicker is if he's in college punting 90-yard punts, kicking it like they do Aubrey from the Cowboys. Now, from my understanding, I heard Aubrey supposed to be a free agent this year, and there was talks about maybe him going to the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. I would love to have Aubrey on my team. That dude is reliable, Mister Reliable. So I mean, we can somehow finagle him from the Cowboys and get him over on our team. Oh my God, that would be the cherry on the top of the goddamn cake. If we can somehow get Aubrey, the kicker from the Cowboys, to the Eagles, that would mean all we gotta do is get to the 50-yard line. Oh my God. And we can do that every game. We can do that every game. Let's get to the 50-yard line and let him come in there and kick a field goal. At least we know once we get to the 50, hey, we in scoring range. We cannot draft no kicker. I mean, we could draft. I'm saying, but if we draft the kicker, it better be a pick in the last day. We better not pick use no draft capital on no kick. If that's the case, I'd rather keep Jake Elliott for another year. So this is what Slay said, Jose. Thank you for bringing me back. So this is what Slay said. He said, Big Play Slay said this will be his last year in Philly. Um, Yesterday he confirmed that yesterday was his last home game with the Eagles in the link. He confirmed that. And he said he has one more. To your point, Jose, he did say he has one more. He feel like he has one more season with in him, but he just knows it's not going to be with the Eagles. And I'm glad he knows that because it is time to let our young guys come in and carry the torch. Shout out to Big Play Slay. He has done a lot. He's been phenomenal since he came here. He's been a uh, model player, keeping his head up, not in any trouble. There has been some controversies with Slade, fans calling him out over a couple of years and, you know, him shooting slugs back at the fans and things like that. But overall, Slade has been a cool piece of this team, a fan favorite, and we definitely appreciate Slade for everything he's done to this team. And hopefully we can get him a ring on his way out. Gotta get him a ring, Kenny. Gotta get him a ring. Hopefully we can get him a ring. Hopefully we can get him a ring and somehow retain him. But I don't want to retain him because I do feel like he can go somewhere and be productive somewhere else. Now where he can go, oh my God, I would hate to see him go to the Cowboys. He just needs to be a commentator. Yeah, he is I mean, and he did not like to be called Darius. He would stop you to make Slay, 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 Slay. He would stop you in a minute to call him Darius. But yeah, to your point, Jose, he doesn't have, but boy, by his own admission, one more season left in him. Uh, so I'm interested in see what this line's going to be. The good thing about this 2 week rest is we get Cam Jurgens the rest he needs. We give Jalen Hurts the rest he needs for that knee. We give Saquon some time to rest his legs to be a fresh, healthy body. We give BG time to come back. Uh, I don't know. I doubt. I haven't even heard anything about the Kobe Dean's what his recovery time is, but I highly doubt he'll be before the Super Bowl. He has a knee injury, so I know he can't move around. Dickerson needs their rest. I mean, our D line needs their rest, right? Our D line. I mean, we've been playing lights out football, right? Our offensive line needs their Lane Johnson needs their rest, right? We need Lane Johnson to be healthy. We don't know if this might be Lane Johnson last year. This could possibly be his last year. There has not been any talks about it, but I mean, he's up there. He's up there. He's giving us a lot of his time. So, uh, uh, so I don't know. Hopefully, we can get some more time out of Lane Johnson. We haven't heard anything about him. Maybe wanting to go somewhere else. That's a good thing. Or maybe we haven't heard anything about this. Maybe being his last year. But I could definitely see him saying, "Hey, man, this is my second ring with the Eagles. Why not go out on top? Why, uh, unless he feel like this team, which I feel like we do, we have the ability to make several Super Bowl runs. I mean, I really do. Uh, as long as we can keep the main thing, the main thing, in the words of Jalen Hurts. Uh, but like you said, Jose, we got to get Dickerson a rest. We got to get Cam Jurgens their rest. Uh, get fresh legs for Saquon Barkley. Get Jalen Hurts some more rest for that knee. Because I need him to get freaky in the Super Bowl. I need for them the RPO to be game changer like this, to be so diabolical that they just can't stop it. They just don't know what to do. Who will be the leader in the defensive backfield when Slay's gone? I mean, right now the leader is N'Kobe Dean. He is the quarterback of their defense. He calls the plays. Uh, if you ever notice, he is the one on the defensive line when calling the plays. So he is the leader. We don't have a Fletcher Cox. Uh, if BG, but BG too playful. But I do believe the players respect him. His veteran presence. If he stays another year, and if BG could be him, uh, you never do what, Kenny. Uh, but yeah, BG, if he stays one more year, he will be that veteran presence that we need. Other than that, then it's the Kobe Dean. Kobe Dean is the quarterback on. Yeah, Dean called plays, and he the one calls the plays to the defense. If you ever watch him, he always tapping. He always tell everybody to play. Uh, so and he's very. One thing about the Kobe Dean, everyone has always said his IQ for the game is on point. They say he can break. He's as far as the defender, his IQ for the game is on point. He knows where to be. Yeah, he definitely should get his C next year. He definitely should. He definitely should. I mean, just yesterday with the way him wanting to play, obviously being injured. That talks a lot about his character, about his heart, about his grit. You know. So uh, he definitely will get his C next year. He definitely will. Big C on his chest. You dig what I'm saying? Um, I hope he said for the commands. I love his speeches. Yeah, yeah, I do too. I do too. But yeah, I think our O line is heads shoulders above uh, uh, the what's called the O line, And like I said once again, and it's not me being a fan. I just honestly to God believe we just a hands down better team than the Chiefs. Albeit, you one can argue they have a better quarterback, and I will give you that. If you told me that Pat Mahomes was better than Jalen Hurts, I would not sit here and argue that at all. I mean, I would sound like a fool. The man has the rings to prove he's better than Jalen Hurts. As a matter of fact, he has the victory over Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. So, but I would love for Jalen Hurts to go in here and make a statement and show everybody why he is that dude and why he deserves to be, talked about with the elite quarterbacks, uh, in the NFL. Uh, if so, Jose, if I had to make a prediction right now, or Andrew, if I had to make a prediction right now, what I think the score was going to be, or not the score, what I think the overall production was going to be from the Eagles. I believe Saquon has another game of 150 plus rushing. I believe Kenny G, he did suffer a concussion yesterday. With us being out 2 weeks, he will have time to come back and be, fully healthy. But we did see Shipley yesterday almost make a house call. He almost bust a 50-yard house call yesterday. So I mean, I'm confident in Shipley. Definitely confident in Shipley. So I need, like I said, Saquon have about 150. Kenny G have about, have about 80. Uh, Sa- uh, AJ have about 100 plus yards receiving. Gotta give my boy Smitty some yards, man. I don't want him to be in here and not feel like he's contributing his part. So give him about 80 yards. Dallas Goddard, who ate yesterday against the Commanders, give him about 80 yards. That's what I'm saying, Jose. It felt like a home game this year. I don't know if we keep up with like the Eagles fan groups and everything like that, Jose. But this year, when the Eagles went down to New Orleans to play, it was a parade, and that's why I'm so excited about going. Festivities, the camaraderie, the overall atmosphere is going to be all good vibes. Yeah, he going home. You're right, Kenny. He is going home. He going back to the boot. And I'm pretty sure he gonna have a lot of family down there looking for him and rooting for him. So yeah, it's personal, Kenny. You're right about that. Absolutely right about that. And what better way for him to do? What better place for him to get a win than in his where he grew up and played football. Played college football, not college, but played high school football. So definitely rooting for my guy to get his. Uh, Of course, Mahomes gonna get his. We just gotta, limit his. We can't let him go off. We can't take it down to the fourth quarter. We can't take it down to a possession game with him because he can move the ball and put his team in position to win if it's a field goal game. Ready, red. Oh, ready, red. Don't say that, ready, red. I be going live. Come on, man. Can somebody check Ready Red? Make tomorrow I'm going live. I won't be on top. Come on, Ready Red. You just been you on the bottom so long. You ain't been tuning in because you been scared of me talking about them Cowboys. But Ready Red, I want you to know right now. I have gave the Cowboys a reprieve this season only because I know y'all down. I don't get no joy out of kicking them in when they down. So I know we put a hundred points on y'all this year, but I ain't gonna talk about it. Like I said, I don't get no cool points out of beating y'all. When y'all not at y'all full strength, right? I've been letting y'all make it really red. Then I'm coming over here. Now don't come over here and get me started really red, because I'll give y'all boys 100 rounds. I'll give y'all boys 100 rounds, Red. I will, man. So don't do it. Yeah, they boring. That's what I'm saying. They don't even making it fun. Like, it's not even fun to talk about Cowboys right now. It's not fun. They know they trash. That's the whole thing about it. It's like Cowboy fans like, man, I know, man. Forget the Cowboy. I'm seeing so many Cowboy fans say they ain't rooting. They ain't doing this for the Cowboys. They're a diehard Cowboy fan, but they would not be rooting for or going patronizing Jerry Jones this year. I'm already seeing like season ticket holders already giving their tickets away. Oh man, here we go. Ready, red. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because y'all bragged about beating uh uh um Gardner Minshew. Don't do that. Fans since the Cotton Bowl are turning. I'm seeing old fan. I saw on TikTok earlier. Was a Cowboy fan. He said he been a fan 50 years. He didn't look like he could be older than 50, but he definitely said he been a Cowboy fan 50 years. And he was doing a video. And he had a Washington hat on. Now he didn't have no Washington colors on, but he was an all black guy. He had a black hat with Washington across. He said, "Man, I'm done. I'm done rooting for the Cowboys." He said, "I'll give y'all guys 50 years." He said, "I'm done." So yeah, you're right, Queen B. They these fans, the old fans. Now the young fans, they gonna I die hard, die hard, die hard. Listen, if it ain't working for you, man, it might be time to move around. Especially when you got an owner like Jerry Jones who he doesn't care about this franchise. That man told me, if I can find that video. Let me see, can I find it? That dude said he been a fan 50 plus years. I know I ain't gonna be able to find it. Dang, I know. He said he been a fan 50 plus years and he was done being a fan. Cotton Bowl. You hear me? Cotton Bowl. Back in South Dallas. Uh but yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in during the week, a couple, the weeks following up to Super Bowl because I am gonna be, chopping it up. Hopefully, the plan is to go to New Orleans. If I go to New Orleans, man, I'm going live the whole time I'm down there. I'm talking about going big live, because I know it's gonna be live. Yeah, a lot of people saying they see that the season. A lot of people, Kenny. Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. When them essays, you ain't lying. Hey, when them essays say no mas, no mais, my friend, no más. We no like the Cowboys, no más, my friend, they Mason, yeah. When the essays when they say it's over. 'Cause them essays are diehard Cowboy fans. I see a lot of Cowboy fans. They say they die hard, but these Cowboy fans, essays, they gonna have Dallas. It's a Cowboy fan right now that named he an essay to it. He named his son Dallas Cowboys. Did y'all see that? I can show y'all the video right there. It's a Dallas Cowboy fan right now. He named his son Dallas. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all a video before I get about it. Hold on. Okay, here you go right here. Y'all watch this. I don't know if y'all can see my phone. Uh, and he was crying about it too. You heard what he said? That boy named his son Dallas Cowboy. Oh, excuse me. He named his son Dallas Cowboy. Ha! Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, but you know what? Hey, salute that guy. That's a diehard fan, man. You name your son Dallas Cowboy. Hey, you a diehard fan, Red. I could never name my son Philadelphia Eagle. I just couldn't do it. Maybe Phil. If I was gonna do that, I could maybe see Phil. I name my son Phil. Or his middle name could be Phil. Like his name might be Don Tarvius Philly. Or you know what I'm saying, like Marquise Philadelphia. Or you know what I'm saying? Or you got a patient named Dak? You know what you should do to him? put water in his IV, sent him on out to be with the Lord, in the sky, because he was cursed at birth. He said, I wouldn't name my dog that shit. God, Lee, you wouldn't name your dog Dallas Cowboys? He said, I wouldn't name my dog Dallas Cowboys. That's cold blooded, Jack. That's cold blooded. Oh, hey, my guy, you tapped in, my guy? I didn't know you was tapped in, my guy. Yeah, let me make sure everybody tapped in real quick. Make sure everybody tapped in real quick. Everybody tapped in. Everybody tapped in. Everybody tapped in. Everybody tapped in. Yeah, I would not. Yeah, maybe like I said, maybe name my son Rufus Field. I don't know, man. I just could not see me naming my son after no damn Dallas Cowboy. That's the most. But hey, man, Ready Red. You see, I wasn't talking about you, man. You brought this up, Ready Red. You did this, Ready Red. You started me talking about the Cowboy. Boy, you know how big of a clown you got to be to name your son Dallas Cowboys. You know how big of a clown. Then they said the little boy was being bullied at school. I see why. Especially this day and age. You name your son Dallas Cowboys, you asking for him to be bullied in school. Because they going to call him a loser. Because they've been losers all their life. But man, anyways, man, with that said, man, let me get up out of here, man. I'm over here about to choke and die over here. I'm so sick over here, man. But hey, man, I just wanted to tap in. But like I said, stay tuned with me. I'm gonna check in all week. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, let guys know what's up. But with that being said, I'm the bird with the word, and you always gonna hear it first, man. Shout out to them birds, man, with Super Bowl bound. Knowledge, baby. Hey, baby. Here we come, baby. We're gonna be down on second line, baby. Eating big years, baby. And Dacker is down in New Orleans. You heard me? Wow. Let's go, birds. That boy said I went to Kemper. Carter would have been my school, my God. Carter and Thomas Jefferson and North Dallas. Yeah, hit the like on your way out, like she said. You heard? I'm gone, man. I'm the bird with the word. Let's go, birds.